Hi everyone. Sorry for being away for so long. Um, I have decided to dedicate my channel to, or refocus my channel, um, towards health, beauty, and anti-aging. Because now that I'm 45 years old, um, I've taken a greater interest in anti-aging, though I've always been very proactive with my diet and exercise and supplements to be as healthy and youthful, vibrant, energetic as possible. Um, I've also started using devices and just spending a lot more time researching what I can do to stay as vivacious and healthy and young looking as possible. Furthermore, I get a lot of questions about, what elixir am I using to look as young as I do. My friends refer to me as like their favorite vampire, which is great in keeping with like a nice transition from my gothy like vampire aesthetic that this channel used to have, and possibly still will from time to time. Because I haven't lost interest in that. I feel like my knowledge and my passion right now is more about physically staving off signs of aging. So, for this first video in a while, I want to talk about the devices that I've started using. Beginning with, and this goes back to the summer of 2020, when I not only had kind of a resurgence of hormonal acne around my chin, I've been looking at red light therapy, near infrared light, and doing a ton of research to find the most powerful device for the money. And I settled on the Mito Red. It's the mid-size, so it's, let me show you. It's this big. You can see Mito Red on the side, and it can be used for not only helping your skin, but muscle recovery, because the longer wavelengths of red light penetrate your skin, supposedly, and they also get into your mitochondria and work on that level. Anyway, so the reason I got it initially was because I had this acne problem, and I had gone on and off of antibiotics, and it wasn't anything in my diet that I was doing wrong. I think it really just was a downshift in my hormones, and perhaps elevated stress levels. And I'm not going to get into why. It wasn't just the pandemic, but I was in a perpetually stressed state, and I also have a long-standing habit of picking at my skin. When I was a teenager, it could be the tiniest pimple, but I was going to destroy my tissues and the surrounding area, trying to extract whatever was causing the inflammation and basically extract the junk. And I didn't care. I did care. I was less concerned about the damage I was doing around the pimple or blackhead, whatever, and just intent upon getting rid of the invaders and my white blood cell response to that. So it was not as big of a deal when I was a teenager because my skin would heal really quickly afterwards. But at age, this was I guess 44, 43, well, anywhere beyond 30, really. My skin took a lot longer to heal, and I got this device because, if you know anything about red light therapy, NASA used to use it to enhance wound healing in astronauts. So I thought, okay, wound healing, let's try it. I was also using snail slime, which I also recommend. It's great for helping your the cell migration. Anyway, I started using the Mida Red Light. Here's how I would do it. I would position it on my desk here and just turn it on, leave it on. I don't even use the goggles because I read there was a growing body of research saying that it can be good for your eyes, and I have 2015 vision after all these years, so I don't know if that plays into it at all, but anyway, it doesn't hurt your eyes if you don't stare at the lights. They're very bright. I will, in the morning, do this while I'm taking my supplements and listening to videos on YouTube that don't require my visual attention, and I'll do it for usually about 15 minutes. Could be 10 to 20 if I am, really into whatever I'm hearing on YouTube and lose track of time. But yeah, so that is something I immediately noticed that it was improving the recovery time of my skin. And at this point, and I'm not going to attribute this result to the red light because I've had to do some other things that I'll get to later in the video to address my acne problem. I also use Retin A. I have since I was 15 years old. But that is not, or was not, the solution for me. It's great at, again, keeping your skin looking young and keeping your pores tighter, or it seems to, because my pores are very small, despite heavy oil production. Kind of lost my train of thought. Oh yes, so skin was healing more rapidly. I can't really gauge if there's been a reduction in fine lines or a prevention of them. That's a better way of putting it, because I don't really have those. I only have a very mild couple of horizontal lines above this eyebrow. You can't see them because it's too bright in here. They're okay. Botox is not what I want. And then there's one over here. Otherwise, I don't have lines on my face. I do have some on my neck. So that's one, red light therapy near infrared. The second thing that I got was this NuFace microcurrent device. I think I got it on sale or something. All of these devices I had either 10% off or a great deal because of, a Black Friday promotion on the newer device that I'll talk about as well. But I've been using the NuFace since I think the fall or winter of 2020. It just takes 5 minutes. I know some people do a longer routine, but for me, I have the time to do 5 minutes every day in the morning. And I don't use the gel that they provide with the device or their brand. I like the 7E Restore Bioactive Complex for anti-aging because it has some ingredients. All of these have hyaluronic acid, but it has some collagen peptides and zinc and copper, so it's great to leave on your face after you're done with your routine. But what I do is, after I wash my face, I put the gel, I start on the side of my face and my neck. And I kind of follow the instructions. I do the neck like this, and then I go up like this, and I'll hold it here, and then I'll do more of a vertical routine for a little bit, and then I do my cheeks, and I really dig into the skin, because you're trying to lift the tissues and get them stimulated, stimulate the muscles and everything. And I'll do the same on this side. I learned that the microcurrent has an anti-inflammatory effect. So when I have puffy eyes in the morning, I've noticed that and this isn't advised in the instructions, but I put a little bit of the gel right under my eyebrow, or eyebrows, but I do one at a time, and on my forehead, and I'll hold it up like this, and it really does decrease the inflammation and give me a more awake look. So this is quick and easy to use. I like it, and I notice when I don't use it. the effects of a new face microcurrent device or any of the microcurrent devices are temporary. So if you're not doing it in the morning, like every day, you'll notice a depreciation of the effect. It seems like there was something else I wanted to say about this. Nope, that's it. Okay. Sorry. Alright, so the next thing, and this was of great help in getting rid of the acne that I was still experiencing after trying everything that the dermatologist recommended and prescribed me, okay? What happened was I had a Groupon for microdermabrasion and some other treatment that did nothing. But after my microdermabrasion treatment, I went in there with some burgeoning pimples on my chin, which is where I get them. Mostly, I get some around my, like right above my nostrils, kind of on my cheeks, which are weird. That's like a late life development. I didn't get those when I was younger. I went in there with some pimples that were coming up that I thought were going to just turn into terrible, long-lasting, scar tissue provoking nightmares. After I had the treatment, because it took off the top layer of skin and there's a sucking action, I didn't realize this. These devices, and this is the Lume Skin, Lume Skin microdermabrasion device. They suck some of the contents out of the skin if the person providing the service kind of hovers over it. Which is what the lady who worked on my skin did. I know because I kept feeling it, like right around my nose and then on my chin. So I went home, I looked in the mirror, I was like, wow, it's completely clear. So I looked around for a device that I could use at home, and I almost feel like she must have been using this same device because it was the same sensation, the same outcome, and I do this once a week. The Lume Skin device comes with 4 different, actually 5 heads. There are 3 textures, or kind of, let me show you, this is visible. So the one that I use every day probably has the finest texture on the cap. Do you see that? And there are some that are a little rougher, and there's one that is just a sucking device, which I've actually never used this. It's supposed to be for your body and for just collagen production as opposed to an abrasion. Lume also provides a ton of filters. They're like these little mesh things. They send a box of them. I think there've got to be like 100 in here, maybe 50. And you replace those every 4 or 5 times you use the device. Very easy. And you charge the device with a USB cord they give you. It's all very easy. And what I do is, they say to steam your face beforehand, or just, you can do it right after you get out of the shower. Dry your face, or pat it dry. You don't have to like make sure that it's completely dry. And you start down here, you like pull your face back, and you can adjust the intensity here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It goes up to a level 5 setting. I usually stay between a 2 and 3. So on the thinner skin that's prone to turning really red or just being rubbed away completely, and that might not happen for everyone. I use Retin-A, so my skin is a little more sensitive. But I use a 3 around my chin and my nose area, sometimes a 4, and my forehead. And then around this part of my eye and my cheeks, and especially through here, because I'll get like a streak of, like, it looks like a rug burn, but it's on my face if I go too high with the intensity. But sometimes I'll do a couple of passes on my chin or more to make sure that I get everything out. And there is some redness that occurs afterwards. I usually put on like an aloe cica. Am I saying that right? CICA, that green stuff that is so nutrient rich and anti-inflammatory. But I usually put on some kind of gel or cream afterwards that's going to be very soothing, or my snail slime. So yeah, I do that once a week. And of course, it's a collagen stimulating device as well. So you get the immediate effect of having sloughed off the dead skin. So your skin's very bright and young looking, glowy. And if you have acne, it's very good for that. Blackheads, all that kind of stuff. So I think one of my problems had been that my cell turnover had decreased to such a degree that it just wasn't, like, there were bacteria that were getting caught under the top layer of dead skin, and this helps remove it. I had tried other things like chemical exfoliants, some very expensive products. Exuviance has a really good product that didn't have quite the result, or didn't give quite the result that this has. I also like a Paula's Choice product that I'll talk about in a different video because this is a devices video. Okay, now I'm going to quickly talk about my NUA radio frequency device, which I paid only $180 for. Actually, I didn't even pay. I got my partner to buy it as a birthday gift. But I think these are about $350 if it's the version that has a cord. You just plug it into the wall, which I think is more convenient than having to charge it anyway. They have a more expensive cordless model that came out more recently. But on sale, not a bad investment at all. The time investment is pretty steep, which I'll describe now. So the purpose of this is to stimulate collagen. And I believe they say you're able to regain 4% of your collagen after doing the routine for 3 months. I'm just trying to summarize because I'm sure there's more information I could be giving you. Anyway, so the bottom line is you can stimulate a fairly decent amount of lost collagen through using this for about half an hour. For the first month, what you do is 5 days a week, maybe less if you can't afford that much time, but recommended maximum is 5 days per week for the first month, and then you take it down to like 2 days a week for maintenance. And then after this 3-month period, you will definitely see an improvement, allegedly. You will not notice anything really until after the first month because that's how long it takes for the new collagen to come to the surface. Okay, so I'm past my, let's see, I started this on November 24th and it is now January 16th. So I'm coming close to the 2-month mark. They recommend dividing your face into 6 sections, but I have a 7th, and that would be my forehead. So the 6 sections would be right around here. This is where people are most interested, typically, in seeing facial rejuvenation of some kind because of the jowling that happens with age. And you can sometimes get like a little bit of, let me try to, like right there near your mouth, it can kind of pooch. And then some people have marionette lines. And from what I hear, this is great at softening the marionette lines. Some people get a nice softening of necklines. This is another section that you work on. You stay away from your thyroid area, though under here is okay. And this side, then right here, and up around. You can go all the way up pretty close to your eyes. It's not going to harm your eyes. Same on this side. And the forehead is, if you have lines there that you're trying to treat, some people get a good result from this. It's 4 minutes per section, so that's a lot of time. But most of us are working from home now anyway, or a lot of us are still working from home. So that, at least in my case, gives me a lot more time than I would have otherwise had doing the MTA commute to Midtown. So yeah, and they have a gel that only has a few ingredients. I'm really not sure if there are like dupes for this on the market. I've just been taking advantage of sales when I can at their website. Or actually, I only did that once because like it came with this gel, and then I got a 3-pack after the holidays. Okay. Yeah. So, have I noticed any changes with this yet? It's hard to say. I mean, I think some benefit maybe, especially in my neck, because I was noticing. Here's where I've seen the most pronounced signs of aging on my face. If you can tell here, like this, it could be from bone loss or something. I don't know. This used to be a little bit higher. There's no early jowl effect going on. So I've been working that area and through here. But I had a little bit of lines developing on the sides of my neck and then here, and sometimes in photos I'm self-conscious of right under my neck here. So I wanted to get all that tightened up. So we'll see. But anyway, that's what I'm doing right now with devices, and in my next video I'll probably talk about supplements. Okay, good day.